Coach, overheard Brendan and D-Payne with the juice. What constituted that? What got them the juice today?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we came out and had the energy as a team in both units that we needed to have a really, really sharp and physical and aggressive practice. I mean, now we're in practice 11. Against those times, same guys going against each other. I thought those two guys brought it, and it was really good to see. But overall today, it was night and day as far as being better than Tuesday.
Is the plan right now to have kind of the more of a normal spring game, or is it going to be kind of what we saw last year?
It's always based on the health of the O-line, and right now we're trending in a good direction. We do want to go two teams and play an actual game, and I love it too for the coaches. We get to name certain coaches, head coaches, different guys get to call plays on different sides. I think it's energizing for them as well. So that's the role that we want to play. The spring game point systems and stuff is just a disaster, if I'm going to be honest with you. So that's what we're trying to do.
Who are the head coaches going to be?
I haven't decided that yet. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of a surprise in that element, but just excited about actually having a real game.
Plot twist, make it 2 media members.
I know how you guys would call plays. Bomb,
fake punt,
4th and 20, let's go for it. I know how you guys play, just like Madden style out here.
Through what are we at? 12 days now? 11 days? I can't keep track. Through I think
11
days.
11.
Is there one guy who you think from day 1 to day 11 who you would say has made the biggest jump?
Ooh, the biggest jump. That's a hard one to tell. Jumps that were needed. Jalen Jenkins. I think Jalen's taking the next step in his progression. We threw him into the fire last year. But I'm even just as far as like pass protections and understanding where to be so we can kind of make him a 3-down back. I think Carlos Hernandez has really stood out to me from day 1 when we gave him the juice to now. I just think every day it's like he just keeps getting better and better. I'm really happy with our tight end position. I think as a group, that's probably the best group that I feel is just went from maybe not knowing what they are to feeling really, really good about it. Defensively, probably Ahmad McCullough. I think Ahmad is really starting to stand out with his athleticism and things he can do. And then obviously in the secondary, I think Javen Robinson has probably had a really, really solid camp, and Cam Lampkin could be right there with him.
Kind of on that note, you have on either side of the ball, most consistent performer or a most consistent position group as well?
I kind of mentioned on the tight ends. Like I said, I think the O-line is still growing together. I give Cam a big – Cam now in week 3, spring ball, has been more comfortable with the new technique. I just told him the other day that when I watched him on Tuesday, looked like a dang quarterback. His feet, his progressions, his base and his arm in sync, his leadership ability. So those are the little things that I don't take for granted either, just with his progress and being mature enough to know that he needs to work on some things. I think our edge group is going to constantly give us a spark that is needed. And I think our defensive tackles have proven to be really solid and a little bit more athletic, and in the pass game have the ability to kind of disrupt the passer.
One group we maybe haven't talked about a whole lot is the running backs. Are you happy with the kind of stability you got there, or the 2 returning guys? How have they looked in your eyes?
I do. I think the key had a little bit of a slow start, and we're starting to see, based on the last kind of set of live ball that we did, what he's really capable of doing. Like I said, Dylan Payne, every time I look out there, he's doing something right. And I think Javinsky, now in his 2nd spring, because he was an early enrollee, is taking steps forward. So I like the group. I think it's a different group, and excited to add Leo to that piece too when he gets here in the fall. But we need to be able to do a lot of different things with that backfield, and I think we can.
Yeah, on that, how versatile do you need the running backs to be in this offense, or any added responsibilities for them?
It's a little bit less flex out and play like a true slot guy, and it's a lot of bursting and moving and screening and pass protecting and check down and throwing some swings. So a little less a big route tree, but still being versatile. That was the biggest thing that I told Nikhil last year, that he impressed me, just with his versatility to go win in space. We thought he's going to be a tackle-to-tackle guy, and I think he continues to prove, really all of us that he can be a 3-down guy and be versatile and create mismatches.
Off the top of your head, any goals you're setting for the scrimmage this weekend?
Well, we're going to trim it down. It's going to be about 90 plays. I mean, one thing, defensively, we got to handle the tempo better. It's been a really rough patch as far as our guys having the ability to get a line, communicate, and execute. And that has led to a bunch of explosive plays. We've allowed way too many explosive plays in defensive secondary. Today was a lot better. You know, so this week was a combination of red zone, base down, 2-minute, third downs. I just want really clean play, you know, and that's getting guys knowing what to do, and their number one job is to play fast and aggressive. Okay, so when we do that as a group, great things can happen.